So all the chess players who play the 4 knight game reach this position. Now this is the fourth move of the game and they focus on developing their bishop and castling. So this is one of the thoughts of a lot of players who play 4 knight game. Now I have a very good advice for them. Instead of hopping in the bishop or playing some move like d4 attacking the center, you can continue with knight take on e5, the Halloween Gambit. Now you might say that I'm sacrificing the knight like that. Is that a blunder and all? So these are all the questions which come in your mind, whether it is a blunder, it is a mistake, or whatever. So let me reveal this is a very good move. Now there is 90% chance that your opponent is going to capture it. And if we take it, then you surprise it by playing d4. Now if you observe, then you are attacking the knight. If the opponent play knight to g4, then what will happen? So first of all, if knight comes to g4, then you may understand that both the knights are supporting each other. This knight is supporting this and this knight is supporting this. So what if you disrupt any of the attackers? So basically you play e5 and you attack this knight. Now this is that knight which is defending this knight. So basically, if we move the knight anywhere, you will capture this knight in the next move. So this will be a very easy win for you. Now you all might say that, like, why? How am I winning? Like you have three minor pieces for three minor pieces. Now you might say that the material is equal. How can you say that I'm winning? So if you observe that all the pieces of black are at the back rank and all these pawns, it looks like all the pawns are sleeping. They haven't given up one step. And if you observe your position, center is always in your control. All the pieces are developed. You just have to take this out and castle. That's it. Anyways, so let's take it back and let's have another variation. Now your opponent take the knight backwards. That means to c6. Now what can you do over here? This is still simple. You'll play d5. Now you might say with this move the knight can still go back there and that's what you want. Now if you play knight e5, you'll go with f4, further attacking this knight. Now if you say that knight can still jump here and you can continue the game, no, that's not correct. Over here, okay, this is a bit confusion among players. They think that e5 is the best move. Well, e5 is not the best move. Now you might say that knight will go back and you go with queen take on this, right? E5 is not the best move because if your opponent thinks for a while and he play bishop c5, idea is to give check and all. If you'll take this, what he'll do is he'll go on with bishop f2 check. He'll first of all take your castling ability. He may go on with queen take on f6 in the next move. Otherwise, there is not even important to capture this. He can simply move the bishop backwards and allow you to capture it. Ultimately, this is your disadvantage because you observe your king's safety is not at all, like your king is not at all safe. This is something which you can observe. So what I'll say is, instead of playing e5 over here, if you go with knight to f4 like this, knight to g4, you can go with x3, kick this knight backwards, and further on you can increase the control of center with e5. Now he'll be forced to take knight to g8. If you observe all the pieces at the back rank, so the advantage is yours. You just gonna go with queen f3, take out your bishop and castle. That's it. Now let's take it back and we have some interesting traps. Because I know you might be bored. So over here, suppose your opponent play knight g6. Okay, and this will be the move which is going to be played by a lot of players. e5, now your opponent will take the knight back. Then what you gonna do? So you can continue with queen f3. Now over here, if the knight goes back, you play queen f3 and then the plan is simple, bishop c4 and castling. This will be the plan. Now after this move, there are some players as black. They continue with queen e7. Their idea is they are creating a pin. Okay, there will be very less players who will directly take the knight to g8. Now that was the move that I told. After knight g8, you have to play queen f3. Okay. Now there will be some players who play queen e7. Idea is creating a pin. Now what you'll do? So you can simply go on with queen e2. You are just disabling the pin. Ultimately, your opponent will take the knight back. Now you continue with d6, the great move. What's the main idea? You might say that c take on d6, pawn take it. Queen cannot take it back. That's a confusion. There's a pin. Now you might say queen take on e2. Exactly, this is the move. So that's why what you can do over here, if we take, it does not mean that we have to capture it back. Instead, we'll go on with knight d5, sacrificing our aura, such that we'll attack the queen. If you gonna say that the queen may come here, you give a fork and show your aura to your opponent. But if your opponent take the queen backwards, what you gonna do? You gonna sacrifice the knight. If your opponent take it, you'll take this pawn, give a check from the queen and attack the queen. So your opponent play king d8, congrats, you want a sweetie. Otherwise, if he moves something like uh, okay, bishop e7 and all, you can simply go on with capturing the queen. Now let's take it back. What if we don't take the knight and play king e7? You'll go with e take d6 check, the king take it, then what you'll do is knight e8 check. Now he'll move the king in any of these three squares. Okay, your move is simple. You'll play queen here and that will be the checkmate. Otherwise, the best move is queen take on the knight and then quickly eliminate your opponent's queen. So this is how you crush the Halloween Gambit. I mean, sorry, how you win with the Halloween Gambit. Now let's take it back. And after move d4, I discussed about knight here and knight c6. What about knight g6? So if your opponent moves the knight g6, you play e5. Your opponent take the knights back. Now, this was the position. What you all may say? Many of you will say, let's take out the accuser, let's attack this pawn. What you must do is taking out the queen to f3, attacking this. Ultimately, you can even move bishop c4 and attack this and focus like a scholar's mate idea. Over here, the best move is d5. Okay, but there will be very less players who will play this d5. There will be a lot of players playing d6. Okay, so you can just take advantage of it. You will play bishop c4 and open up attack like this, such that the checkmate is visible to you all. Now your opponent may continue with some move like queen e7. So first of all, what you can do if you play queen e7, you'll castle, bring out your bishop, take this rook here, bring another rook here, and open up this file. Okay. Otherwise, if your opponent play bishop e6, then what you gonna do? Now there are some players who play e5. So let me remove their confusion. Knight take on e5 attacking the queen. You'll protect your queen, he'll simply take the bishop. Okay. So never play e5. Instead, you can go on with queen take on b7. Now if your opponent go with taking your bishop, thinking that that was a free bishop, so this move is a blunder. Now why is that so? You play queen c6 check. King e7. If the king will not move and play queen, then queen take rook. Okay, so king e7. You take the bishop. And now you might say that your opponent gonna take the pawns at the center. Now thinking that he's having advantage. So let him show whatever he can. Because you'll show your own plan by playing queen e4. Idea is you'll attack the knight. If your opponent play king here, you go with bishop f4. Even you can play the best move, that is queen d5 check. King moves back and you capture the knight. So this is your aura. Now let's take it back. If your opponent play f6, what you gonna do? So you can go on with f4, take advantage of the pin and finish your opponent. So this is how you play the Halloween Gambit by sacrificing the knight in the fourth move of the game. If you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.